Hello and welcome back to Hello Sundays. I have the beautiful Terry. Say hi. I have the wonderful. Look, say
Hello.
beautiful. I have the wonderful Anthony, aka Flip a Dollar on Instagram, and we also have Online Hustlers, which is Jay. He's having some technical difficulties right now, so he is a little frozen. And then we've got Lisa at Jules Jules. All right. And so there was a couple of other people that were supposed to be with us, but unfortunately they could not make it today. But I am here, I am live, and I am ready for action. Look,
And she's looking beautiful. Look at her. She
thank
looks so
you.
beautiful
Yes,
and
she
relaxed.
is. Very beautiful. Beautiful
This
Brittany.
is it is my sister's 42nd birthday. It's her weekend. She's celebrating it. She decided to do it out here at we are well, I guess I won't tell you the location, but we're on a rooftop. The hotel somewhere downtown Dallas, just in case somebody's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we won't be here for long.
Exactly.
We ain't gonna be out here. Look scary.
How you know you?
Look, just trying to make sure.
Yeah,
Just for the crazy folks. Mm-hmm. To get
Get
everybody
that right. You never know.
okay.
Never
So
know.
how's everybody's week
Mhm.
been? Everybody have a good week? Busy?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's been good. Busy, but good. Yeah.
My fellow went back home, so I was a little sad.
Oh,
Aw.
when did he leave?
He was only here for work. We met at the company that I got laid off from, and so he was down here to move their offices, install all their IT and all that. So he was here through Thursday morning, but that's okay. It's his birthday next Tuesday, so I'm going up next weekend. So I'll get to be with him next weekend.
Oh, that's good. So wait a minute. What is this month? Is he a Pisces?
Taurus. He's right
Taurus.
on the cusp. He's right on the cusp.
Okay. Okay. Cool beans. I know Anthony like, what does that have to do with anything? But some of that stuff actually is true.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not
a Sagittarius.
necessarily I'm not an astrologist type person, but some of that stuff, the characteristics be true. Like Capricorns, we like to
Yeah,
work. It's facts. Almost
I'm a
all of the Capricorns I
Sagittarius.
know,
Through
that's
and
what
through
they do.
Sagittarius. We're blunt. We're high energy. We go by the seat of our pants. We like. I never think about the consequences. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Sounds good. Let's go.
What were we saying about Capricorns?
They like
What
to
did you say
work.
about
They like
Capricorns?
to get this
Here's,
paper.
here's the thing about Capricorns. Capricorns don't like to fail.
I am a Capricorn,
Yeah,
so that is true.
yeah. So they don't like to fail. So you have one of two personalities with the Capricorn. Either you have the type of Capricorn that is like, I don't want to fail, so I don't even try, or the other one that says, oh, I will never fail, so I'm putting my whole self into it. So Terry's the second type. I've met my son's the second type too, but I've dated some of the unfortunately the first types of Capricorns.
Oh,
And
And I'm
Brittany's the second type too. You're Capricorn,
I'm the
right, Brittany?
second type.
Hey,
Yeah, 'cause
what's your sign,
Yeah.
Anthony?
no matter what, I'll keep going because I feel like progress over perfection. So whether you
Yeah.
got it right the first time or not, you
Hmm.
just keep going. Now you might have to pivot or do something different, but
Keep it
you
on.
know, you
Yeah.
just keep going. You never give
Hmm.
up. That's not an
All right.
option.
All right. So hold on. I didn't hear Anthony. Anthony, what's your sign?
Yeah,
I'm
go
a Gemini.
ahead.
Dual
Oh,
tip.
my son's a Gemini. Y'all got that two
Okay.
sides. My son's a Gemini.
My
You got
significant
Uh-oh.
other is a Gemini. So yeah. So I know exactly how y'all operate.
yeah. So, and I'm drawn to the Scorpio personality, but I will never date a Scorpio man again in my life. Well, I mean, I'm a married man I'm with now. He's amazing. He's literally, but yeah, Scorpio man. I'm like, we can be friends. So I'm like, sorry.
So
Anyway, so that's my week.
all right. So normally what I normally do at the very beginning is we go around and we tell what our highs and our lows were for the week. So I'm going to talk about my highs and lows, and then I'll just go in the order that I see y'all on my screen. So my high for the week, let me think. Um, I'm gonna say that my high is celebrating my sister's 42nd birthday because family to me is super important, and being able to be there. Every event that she had, I was able to come, and that's important to me. Now that I do this, I'm able to do that, but like before, I wasn't able to do that, so that's important. So that, and then probably the low was just that I actually didn't get like 2 videos up for YouTube that like I wanted to. So that's probably the low. Nor did I get my Amazon shipment sent in. Yes, I do Amazon. A lot of people do not know it's on the low right now, but I'm working on building that back up because I used to do books on Amazon. So y'all could just get ready for some content at some point.
Right.
So I'm just now jumping back in. I probably won't talk about it very much. So that's that on that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. That was my low. So we're gonna go to Terry next.
Well, my high was that I decided to try something new. I did Instagram story sales. I enjoyed it. I have fun with it. So I do like trying new things, and that's kind of like my high. The low is, what was the low? That is a good question. I guess I must didn't have one. Okay, I'm all right with that. No
Yes.
lows for last week.
Okay. If it was all good, it
Yeah.
was all good.
It was all good. There you go.
All right, let's go to Lisa next.
I'm gonna start with my low. So my low was I had this one dude that I had to block today on eBay after calling eBay on him. He has a tendency. I had some bases that were up for auction, and he had won the bid about 2 weeks ago. He didn't pay. I had to go and do an unpaid claim. Was able to cancel and relist. Well, he bid on him again, won him again. And when I go back through his feedback, he got 770 reviews, all 5-star, but everyone's saying, don't do business with him. He doesn't pay. Y'all on eBay, please do not put 5-star if you're going to put negative feedback. Please. So I called and reported him on eBay, and unfortunately, I have to go through the entire process again. So that's a whole month he's wasted on me with these items. But they did teach me how to block him from being able to ever see any of my stuff in the future. So he's
That's
done with it.
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little tutorial, and I'm gonna put him on blast too. You're gonna be like that. I'm gonna put him on blast, and I'm gonna make sure that everyone knows just to stay away from him if you see him. But that was my low. My high is with you, family related. I finally got to see 2 of my nieces that I have not seen since the beginning of the pandemic. So that was absolutely wonderful to spend the day with them. Okay.
That is awesome.
That was wonderful.
Nothing like spending some time with some family, because that's where I'm at with mine. Like I said, I missed a lot of events like when I was working. So like
With you.
like that, once I go to work, then I'll work overtime too. So anyway, let's hear from Anthony Flippadala. Your highs and your lows. Like what was good, what didn't go so well.
I had a great week. I really don't know exactly what my was. Everything's been going great.
Okay.
I really didn't want to hide, but I can tell you my low was having to reorganize one of my stores and delete the entire store because I'm tired of selling stuff and can't find it because I'm not organized.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
falling asleep listed. Just not doing stuff right. I just try to do so much. I try to do like a week's worth of work in one day, and you can't do it. And then I find myself selling something, and then I can't because I don't know what the heck I did. I deleted my store over and organized it, tagged and ready, so when it sells, I know where it's at. So that's definitely my low.
That's good, Anthony.
Oh yeah, congratulations! Because I don't know how many times
really
you
good.
could lose hours trying to find an item, and
And that's the worst.
Taking too long, and then it's not the highest price either.
Yeah.
you can't find a cheap price item too. Like
That's what I was about to say. When you spend more time trying to find something that's only making you like $5, you are angry as can be at yourself. You ain't got nobody to be angry at but yourself, but you were angry.
I look for it.
But I'm there with you, Anthony. I need to get that together myself. So I totally relate. I'm trying to keep up my inventory, and it's really rough when you do wholesale.
If you got an Instagram, I'll DM you what I'm doing, how I'm organizing it, and it's much better. It's much better.
Okay, yeah, evolving always. It's just evolving always. Definitely Instagram me because I need to get it together because I got wholesale and it's It's complicated when you have wholesale. It's sometimes worse. So yeah.
1,000 listings.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of auditing all mine. I just pulled it all in our bedroom today because I wasn't on one of those selective participations. It wasn't a lazy day. It was a selective participation day. And
I like that day.
I like that.
I found that today and I was like, that's my new word. So I pulled it all in there and I'm going to, over the next 2 days, every night, sit in bed and just go through and audit my inventory because it's just got to get done. I'm with you. Not being able to find it's not an option for us who want to make money.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I had to get mine together. It basically resembles the way that it went when I worked in retail. Like, so I do like numbers on the packages, and then I do a letter for the bin location is a letter right now because I don't have more than 26. But I said if I run out of letters, you'll just do MM. In. You know what I mean? Like I'll just keep going. You know, so,
that's true.
You know, and then I just use those ones. You can buy the 1,000 numbers or stickers or whatever, and I do it that way. It also helps me keep up with when I listed the item, like because I'll record the color number behind it. So if it was like white, and then I bought a blue roll, another 1,000 roll, and it was blue, then I'll put the letter behind it so that way I know what it was. Call It Favorite just joined us. Hello, love. Thank you so much for joining us. And then we have
Call It Favorite
Tasha on here as well. We welcome you all in. I'm on site here in Dallas, Texas, on top of a rooftop at a random hotel. At a random hotel.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
I wanted to talk about next, just for everybody that's out there, maybe, because this is what makes up who you are. Who you are is your habits, right? Whatever it is that you have a tendency to do over and over repeatedly, that is who you are. What you do, that's your habit. And that's what makes you actually successful. So I wanted to talk about some of the habits that you have, or maybe you can share one or two things that you do consistently in your habits with everybody else, so that maybe they can get something out of it and it will help them grow. So I'm gonna start off. One thing that I know I do every single day is it's how you start your day. I'm gonna tell you right now, how you start your day kind of sets your day. And I have like a vision statement that I read every single morning. And I promise that stuff starts to just happen. You know what I mean? So when you just ingrain it in there, it could be something that ain't even true. I'm healthy. I eat right. I weigh what God wants me to weigh. I say that every day. But it wasn't true at one point. At one point, I wasn't healthy. I wasn't weighing probably what God wanted me to weigh. But if you keep saying it becomes true. So I like the morning routine thing. And then just planning and reevaluating. I'm gonna say if you don't have a planner, I like to write. I do both. I'm lying because I do both. I have like some reminders in my phone. So I do that on my calendar. So I have the reminder. So when I'm setting up for the next day, I can look at the calendar for tomorrow and be like, okay, I have this, and that going on. So I'll put that in on that day when I'm planning it. But that night, I'm looking at the previous day so I can see what happened. Did I get everything done? If I didn't, why? That sort of thing. So planning and reevaluating. And I like to write it down. You know what I mean? Like, and it's only 5 major things, usually 3 to 5 things. So you don't have like a long list. Because if I wrote down everything I really needed to do, I would be overwhelmed. You know what I mean? So I try to keep that list short on purpose so that I can get it done, because it's an attainable or SMART goal. If you ever heard of those, it's like a goal that you can actually reach. But that's that on that. I got a bunch of them, but that's all I'm going to share. I'm going to go to Terry and see what you guys say.
Well, I make sure to work out every day. So that's one thing that I do. That's a habit. But I do want to share something I want to correct. So one thing I want to correct is not touching my phone in the morning. And, sometimes it's productive because sometimes I'm touching it just to share a Poshmark. But I want to, when I wake up in the morning, I want that whole hour of not touching my phone. That means I need to be reading a book, meditating, doing some affirmations, just not touching my phone at all. I want to get into that habit. So that's something I'm going to be working on. Hey, Save here first.
Yeah, Yes. Hi, how are you? Okay. That's a good
That's
thing. I
something I'm
think the
working
meditating,
on.
I
So
got to work on
I'll
it too.
yeah, I'm gonna follow up with y'all. Yeah, I will follow back up and let y'all know how it's going.
How about you, Lisa?
Okay, so I'm the oddball, and I don't have any habits. I'm literally a fly by the seat of my pants every day. I mean, I have an idea of what I want to do, and then I just get up and go with the flow. Because I'm a person who doesn't like the stress, and I am if I plan something and it doesn't go that way, I'm gonna stress out, and I'm like, I ain't got time to stress in my life, so I plan nothing. I just have ideas of what I'd like to accomplish, and then if I do get to them, that's great. And if I don't, I try to relist 40 items a day. I try to list 10 a day. It happens some days, it doesn't the other. I mean, really, that's my habit is not being conformed to
That's a
anything
habit, though. That's a habit.
But
You know what I mean?
but you're happy. But you're happy, right?
all the time, and that's my
You're
thing. I'm
happy,
like,
right?
because I watch my mom's the other way, and she's
Yeah.
stressing, and I'm like, I ain't got time for that in my life, and so I'm like, okay, whatever happens today, it's all good. It makes my one
Good.
best
Good
friend
for
crazy
you.
because my one best friend is a planner, and I make her nuts. When I go visit her in Florida, I'm going in July. She's gonna be like, "What are we doing?" I don't know. I don't plan anything. Which And to me, I don't. If you want to plan everything, that's fine. Just tell me when to get in the car. Don't tell me what time though. Just say, "Hey, let's go ahead and get in the car." Okay. But if you tell me the time, I'm gonna get stressed. Yeah, I don't have habit. I'm just like whatever. We take it as
I
it
don't
comes.
mind it. I mean,
Well,
like when I'm going on a vacation, I like to have maybe just one event.
Nope.
That's it. Like,
Nice.
I mean, the rest of the day I want to be free, but if you want to plan one event, I can make sure I make it to that one event.
Nope.
And that's usually my sister that likes to do that. But me, I'm like you on the vacation. I just fly by. I just go do whatever. I don't really necessarily have to have, or if there was a person that's coming there, I'll do that activity. And then the other days we'll just do whatever. No, we
Yeah.
just have a good time. I mean,
Was literally just talking to my boyfriend this afternoon or this evening, and I was like, okay, I want to go on a big trip next year. COVID should be over. We gotta go. I said, he's like, okay. So we've been on small trips. I said, just so you know, I don't plan anything. I wake up and whatever we wake up and we say, okay, we woke up in time to go to this. Let's go. Okay. And he's like, all right, that works for me. We're going to do good on vacations.
okay.
My husband loses his mind over stuff like that. He likes everything planned, and I'm like, we're on vacation. Why are we planning? Because I'm like, we rush all the time. I'm on vacation. If I want to sleep till 12, then I'm gonna sleep till 12.
Yeah. That's my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my sister. My brother-in-law's a planner. My sister's gonna be late to her own funeral. My sister has, since she was a kid, she can't be on time for nothing. And so she's married a planner, and I'm like, I can't go on vacation with him. She's like, I can't either.
What about you, Anthony? Do you have to plan out your vacations or no?
Plan out every single event in my life. Everything. I know. I'll be real straight. I plan out my whole day. When I wake up, I have a whole blueprint of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. I can tell you what I'm doing for the whole week.
Oh man,
That's what I'm talking about. That's one daily.
he is on it.
Okay. He is
So
on it.
vacation with me, so vacation with you is strategic, then, right? Is that right?
Now,
I have to.
yeah, with somebody like Anthony, I'm also the type because I don't care. I'm like, well, if it matters more to you to plan it. Just tell me when to get in the car, and we'll do what you want. I don't care. Like, I literally don't stress. Whatever. So
Okay.
you'd be in charge of the vacation, Anthony. I'm just saying, you'd be in charge.
Hey, he likes to do all that planning. Now, my guy is also a Gemini, but he don't like to do all that. He likes to just go out there and chill out. Probably because of what he do. You know, he's on the road all the time. You got to plan out everything there, and so you get to a point to where you don't want to do it. It's kind of like Terry, like, look, let's just go somewhere and just fly by the sea.
That's
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, but
I think
my
we should
husband likes to plan though.
It works out better when you plan it though. Like majority, like it does, because then if you didn't know something and you planned it beforehand and you did your research, then you would have known that before you tried to go do that activity off the cusp. If you would have planned it up front, you might have been able to find some information out. So, oh, dang, we should have parked over here. Or we should have just Ubered because this is ridiculous or whatever. You would have known maybe some of that if you would have planned it up front. Hi, C. How are you? C has joined us.
Brittany, you're right about that. But you know what? A really good vacation that I had, ironically, my son, no joke, we got into Washington, D.C., and my son went to this, you know how like they have these flyers on things that you can do, tour stuff. My son just grabbed a whole bunch of them. And then he says, we should do this, this, and this. And we just said, well, you know what? We're going to do what he gave us to do. And we actually had a ball.
Uh-oh. I was going to say, we need to hear Anthony's habits, but I think Anthony's having connection issues. Oh, there he is.
Yep.
There you go.
Circle back around. But I think that's what I was asking him. Was that going to be his habit? Was just to write everything down? Like, or, what is your tip or your habit that you do every single day? Like you say you plan everything. Is that's daily, right?
Yeah,
no.
I don't have to write it though.
Okay.
How I'm doing it to let my know. Like I'll let them know. Oh, at this specific time, just like today, I let everybody know. At 6 o'clock, leave me alone. I'm busy. I'm doing something. So they knew that I was coming on here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like at this, got something to do. I'll give you more information later. So just that type of thing. I'm just got it all planned out. Last week, pulled into a birthday party and everything ran so long. It took 3 hours to give us a tape. Because when we come with so many people. They got it's like a lot of us. So they were like, they didn't really want to accommodate us, but we keep pushing against them until they have to. Plus, the tip is big. When you got all these people and you put a 15% gratuity on it, you're getting paid. Make this money.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's right.
It is what it is.
Oh, thank you, C, for joining in. I do appreciate it. We're not going to be on here very much longer because my battery life, I got like 10% now. So I'm going to probably go ahead and go until about maybe 8 more minutes until 30 minutes. But I had like a lot more stuff to talk about, but I don't want to go through too much of it just because of the situation. But I'm glad I was able to get on here. I'll tell you that much. Because I was telling Terry before we started, if I say I'm going to do something, I try to make sure I do it. I just don't like not doing what I said I'm going to do. And I was like, I didn't even realize that this event was going to start at 4 o'clock. Everybody didn't even really show up until 5. You saw that, Terry, when we first got on here. People were showing up. It's 5 o'clock. Because downtown is an hour away from most people. It's kind of far to drive. Nobody really just lives downtown. Most of my sister's friends.
That makes sense.
They got houses and stuff, and they're not downtown because it's expensive. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That's
the place. Downtown is always more expensive. Yep.
So I do appreciate you, Anthony, for jumping on here and everything. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and wrap up, and then we're just going to set a small improvement. If you don't have an improvement, then just drop a tip. But what I feel like helps us the most, that's why I was talking about the habits, because since the habits are who you are, I think that's what actually helps you. But sometimes people don't want to stick with them. The reason why they don't is because you don't see it right away. You got to wait. Sometimes you got to work out for a month or two to see some kind of results. And that's what makes people not want to stick with it. But I think this is just a reminder to let you know, if you're working on something, keep on working on it and be consistent and be patient with that process, because it might not, it's not going to happen overnight. Everything is not going to happen right now. It ain't McDonald's or whatever. You know what I mean? Some things are just a process. And I think we should be more worried about the processes anyways, instead of the goal. That's why I say an improvement, not a goal for next week. Because once you get to that, then you're done. You're never done. We're always growing. We're like Terry. We're evolving always. That's what it's about. So, you know what I mean? We don't just stop once we get to the goal. That's why I say every week we come back and we set a small improvement versus, because we're working on the process, what it takes to get there, not actually getting there. You know what I mean? Like, because you're going to get there if you're doing everything you need to do, but the do is what you need to focus on. If that makes sense. But anyway,
Isn't that the truth?
One way to help somebody, let them know the goal is not necessarily a place; it's more so a direction. So as long as you're
yes,
headed in that, you're winning. If you're directing
Yes,
somewhere else,
that's right.
the energy and your attention to your body going the other way. That's when you got a problem. But as long as you're headed the correct way, everything is going great. You know, a lot of times we do want things to happen really fast, and that's not
right,
always like I put it to people like this. You got the long game and you got the short game. The short game is some people got some PPP loans and it was fraudulent. They got a little bit of money now, but the ones that don't have work ethic, that money going to disappear, and we going to still have the money because what we do is real, and it's the long game. I'd rather play the
That's
long
right.
game.
That's
than
right.
the long game,
right.
you might have some ups and downs, but you're going to win.
That's so true.
Got that right.
It's sustainable. I'm
that
all
right.
about
I totally agree.
sustainability. Yep.
Exactly.
I want to do something that it might not pay off right away, but it's going to pay off in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing this. Eventually, it pays off. Yep.
It's like this. Right? Like this. A lot of men, they want to be big, right? They would rather take steroids than learn how to get their body bigger. But as soon as you go off the steroids, you back skinny again, bro. You might as well learn how to get big.
Exactly.
Like,
Or fat.
I was
Or
250
fat.
pounds.
Oh no. Can-
To get here
You lost
and
it.
have steroids get them there. You can't keep any of that body mass as soon as you stop using it. So just learn how to get more calories in and how to, get to that level. And you got to apply that to everything else in life. Don't try to do the super quick challenge and get there because it's not real. It's not, like you said, you can't sustain it. If you give a person $1 million and they have no hustle, they're going to be borrowing money from somebody soon in a certain amount of time. Now, if you give a hustler $1 million, man, they might turn it to 10 million because they have ways. They have just a thing about them. You know what I'm saying? So you rather get there the long way than the short way anytime, no matter whatever it is. The long way is better.
I agree. Look, I couldn't agree more. I'm like, hey, it is what it is. But I done got the little message on my laptop here that it's going to go dead shortly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around and everybody's going to set the small improvement for next week, whatever you want to do. I meant to start checking back. Like, I was like, so that way, if you do want to be held accountable, if you put your small improvement into the chat, I'll check back in with you next week and make sure, and ask you about it if you do want some kind of accountability system, which I think is actually better. If you don't do it here, you should have a partner, somebody that you maybe, if you need help in that department, you know what I mean? Like, some people, if they say they're going to do it, they do it. But I'm using you guys already as that, like I said, I didn't get a couple things that I wanted to get done on my list, you know what I mean? But I've already evaluated why. And I said, I need to batch my videos for one. You know what I mean? Like, stop doing just one at a time. If I had batched them, I would have been in much better shape and then block off 2 or 3 hours of time to go back and edit those videos, period. That's just the way it is. But if you get, if I get to a point to where I'm tired or whatever, because I wake up at 4 o'clock every day, but if I get to a point to where my body starts feeling tired, and that's what happened to me this week, my body started feeling tired. I had to wake up 2 hours later, so it messed up my editing time. But that's okay because I got to take care of me first because I'm my greatest asset. So that's that on that. So that's why I didn't make it. Just in case you guys wanted to know, I had to wait a little bit later because I needed to take care of myself first. That's too bad. I can't do a YouTube video if I ain't here and feeling like, I'm feeling like crap. I can't do it. So that's that on that. But for my small improvement, I'm just, like I said, gonna batch and get that done. And I got Fridays is gonna be my day for shipments, and so I'll get a shipment in once a week on Fridays, and that's that on that. What about you, Terry?
Well, for me, I'm just going to list 5 things a day because I had told someone, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was in a room that Denine's here. We were in a room, Love and List or something, love or list and learn. And so I said 20. So basically just 5 a day. So I got to list 5 a day. The other thing that I'm gonna work on too is spend 10 minutes organizing an area. But that's
a good
it.
goal.
So I won't
like
get
that.
so overwhelmed. Just say, yeah, just 10 minutes and just organize the area. And then once that 10 minutes is up, leave it alone and just do that daily.
I like
And
that.
because it didn't get that way overnight. Yeah, I've got a warehouse going on in my house, guys, for real. So I gotta fix it. And then yes, Anthony, send me that information you were talking about. So
I like that you put a time limit on it. That's what I was gonna say. I like that you put the time limit on how long you're gonna spend doing that specific task. I think that helps too, because I do that with the tasks that I do right now. I have a certain amount of time, and once the time is up, too bad, I'm going on to the next. That way I can get more stuff done.
That's right.
I jack around, and that's why with if you notice with Instagram, I've been being a lot more intentional. I don't stay on there very long anymore because I have to. I cannot be messing around on this Instagram. Like, I love Instagram, but I try to be more intentional with it nowadays. But anyway, let's go to Lisa before this computer goes.
Well, I do go by the seat of my pants.
definitely.
One of the things that I'm going to attempt to do, I tend to end up listing late in the evenings, and the next thing I know, it's like 1 o'clock when I'm getting in bed and going to sleep. So I'm going to try to list earlier in the day, hopefully before noon, have my listings at least pictured and all that or something. But I'm gonna try to switch some things up and be a little more intentional with that.
Okay.
Right.
And we have Anthony, aka Flip a Dollar.
I want to get like 500 in my store this week, 500 listings. So I'm gonna shoot for that. Need that stuff up there. It's all in my office, just sitting there. So I'm gonna work on that. Now hold me accountable. At the end of the week, I'll tell you what I did. So,
that'll be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, come back to the chat.
Yeah, we'll hold you accountable. I'll hold you too.
You're welcome anytime. Does anybody have anything going on? I know, Flip a Dollar, I was looking at you have, what is this? It's like, is it with Instacart? It's something that you offer, like.
Oh, I got a lot of different books. I got an Instacart book.
Oh, it's a lot. Okay.
I write on everything I do. I want to leave the information behind. When I'm gone, I want it to still be there. So yeah. Instacart book, because if you don't know how to dash the right way or do Instacart the right way, you're just gonna get aggravated. You're gonna make more aggravation than money. So I'll teach people how to avoid all those different things.
So Anthony, are you on Clubhouse?
Yes, I am. I'm Flip a Dollar everywhere. YouTube, everywhere but Twitter. I'm Flip a Dollar. So,
okay, so yeah, I got you. So I'm gonna meet up with you because I think the gig is called a gig economy, and you are an entrepreneur in the gig economy. There needs to be some talk about that because there's a lot of things going wrong. So I'll get with you on that. But can I just say this real quick, Brittany? Y'all know I'll be here 7 p.m. with Joseph, JK, the brand, cold shower man who's survived 7 near-death, so definitely check me out on YouTube. Just throw that out there, everyone. Thank you. And it's Evolving Always Productions. The link is in my bio too on Evolving Always on Instagram.
I want to say if you have not taken a cold shower, you should.
Awesome. Definitely.
It's looking like It's refreshing though. I will be honest with you. It ain't ice cold. People think about ice cold. It's not ice cold. It's just cold. You know what I mean? There's a difference.
But you do want to work up to that ice cold though. You got to build a tolerance still. Oh, Lisa, you got it. You got this, Lisa. You got it. Lisa's like, nope.
I melt my skin off when I shower. No, we're not going the other way. No.
All right, Lisa. So what you gonna be doing next week?
Oh, I love what Deneen just said. You gotta click on Deneen's comment. That's too funny. Click on Deneen's comment. It's hilarious. I love it. That was good, Deneen.
I take one
Not as Jason Momoa. Oh, Jason Momoa.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say Jason. Look at you.
Did you see what my son did in that one
Oh my
video?
goodness.
I laughed so hard.
Anthony, I know you like, what type of conversation we got going on here? But actually, the cold showers I'm talking about is supposed to be for your health. But you know,
Yeah.
that's another conversation altogether.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Lisa, what about you? What's your
Love
small
it.
improvement for next week?
I don't even know. Oh, just trying to do the listings in the morning. Yeah, that was it.
I'll do them in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, do them in the morning so that I can hopefully get into bed a little bit more of a decent time. So we'll see how that works, because you know it don't work for someone who's fly by the seat of their pants. But
Okay.
those squirrels coming up like
She's a mess.
the squirrels get me every time.
Anything you have going on,
She
especially
is. I love Lisa though.
note that Jules, she has a nice little YouTube channel. It's funny, entertaining. You should definitely go watch.
Lots
Jules,
of personality.
It is.
You know, but you
Lots
don't have
of it.
else. Okay, so I'll go next. Tomorrow, the lovely Deneen, who is actually on here right now, fashionista Fab Finds, she will be on Motivational Mondays with me at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about all kinds of things because look, what does she not do? But she's
Does a lot.
she's an amazing person, entrepreneur. We're gonna interview her, and one day I'm gonna have to have Flip a Dollar back on one of them, maybe Motivational Mondays, to actually talk about everything he does. Or maybe Terry, you can steal him because I know you was talking about that Instacart. Maybe you could do a special. Somebody within our group of people can definitely get up with him because he's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna get up with you, Flip a Dollar. I'll probably even get you involved on that, Brittany. Yeah, we gotta do that.
Denise said, woohoo. I think Flipping Dolls does more. She is so silly. Anyway, so is there anything else that anybody else would like to say before we go ahead and end? Look, this sun is getting to me.
It looks so pretty there, though. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty.
Nice.
Love it.
It's like 70 degrees. It's perfect weather. But anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in.
I just followed you too. I just followed you, Flip a Dollar.
Thank you. I'm gonna follow back.
Yeah, she's on here too. Both of them have their YouTube channels as well. I'm on here, Brittany All Bossed Up, on here and on IG. But we're gonna go ahead and end because it's about that time before this computer goes dead. Thank you all so much for joining in. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here with me, and I surely appreciate it. Have a wonderful Sunday, and try to be somebody that other people around you, want to be around. You know what I mean? Basically, be somebody that makes everybody better. That's what I try to do. All right. See y'all loves later. Bye.